All right, guys, just going to give you a lowdown on this metal brush. So it takes one of these metal scrubbers to get rid of the black algae, and I don't know if you can see that kind of in the corner. I'll go over there by where I've got it. Well, my German short hair is going to help point it out too. Get out of the way, Lucky, come on, move. But it takes that kind of metal scrubber to get in there and break up. The black algae gets a coat on it, and it is resilient to chlorine. So really what you're doing with the metal brush is you're scraping it off, and you can see, if you look closely, you can see how that's pulling it off of the wall. So I went ahead and shocked the pool, so there's a lot of chlorine in there right now, so getting this off the wall should kill it, but it's a couple of day process. Black algae is not an easy thing to get rid of, so combination of the metal scrubbing, metal brush, scraping it off the wall, and then that chlorine will help kill it. So that's kind of what it takes. So anyway, this metal brush, and I got the smaller one just because I could get into the crevices a little bit better than where I'm at right now. So anyway, if you need help attacking the black algae in your pool, it starts with the metal scrubber. All right, guys, Jeff here, just going to show you the #1 enemy to black algae is using these little chlorine tabs, and this holder that actually takes these 3-inch tabs and presses it in this little clamp here. You can tighten those up. This is the #1 enemy to your black algae problems. And anyway, as you can see, I'll kind of hopefully be able to see in here, but right in some of these little crevices and whatnot, let's see. Yeah, you can see that there's some black algae, and the nice thing is that you can take this on the end of that pool stick and scratch that surface with that chlorine tab. And I'll get down here so you can see some on the bottom down there. Maybe I got a really bad glare, but I think you can see it. So down here, and you just kind of scratch that on the surface, and you can see how it's leaving a white chalky line. That's just straight chlorine right on top of that black algae, and that'll kill it. Now, that's basically what it takes to rid your pool of black algae, and you don't have to go too crazy. You just want to leave a little bit of that chlorine tablet residue, almost like chalk, right on top of that. But that's the #1 enemy. If you want to get rid of your black algae, that's the way that it has to be. And you can go along anywhere where it's been sidewise and do the same thing, and it'll work just as good as anything else you can do to that. So highly recommend that you get it. I do like on this, you can see just in that short little deal, I took that much chlorine off, but I do like that this is all metal. They do make other ones, plastic ones, but I do like that this one, it's all metal. I haven't used this one before, so it's my first time with it, but I do like the idea of it because the plastic ones don't seem to last. So anyway, check it out. If you got a black algae problem, this is the best way to solve it. All right, guys, today I'm doing a little bit of pool maintenance out here. I've got some black algae build up, and so I'm employing this basically this metal clamp that will hold these 3-inch chlorine tablets. And as you can see, I already started, but you just are going to want to get down there in your bottom of your pool, wherever you see that algae, and you want to just basically scrape this to where you leave a little bit of that white chalky chlorine on top of it. And anywhere where you've had it before, you're going to want to go along the edges, anywhere where you've seen it, because until you kill it, it'll keep coming back and back and back and back. So anywhere where you've seen that growth, I'm kind of going along the edges here. I've used the metal brush already. The metal brush helps get the big chunks down, but really it just takes getting that chlorine right on top of it. And the good thing about this method is that it takes that metal brush to kind of break the surface of it, the slimy surface on top of that algae, and that helps. If you've shocked your pool, you can definitely get rid of some of it that way. But the nice thing about this method is that your tablets are going to do that at the same time. So as you're leaving some of that chlorine residue on top of it, you're also breaking the surface. So it's a little bit of both at once. It's just, as you can see, it's a very small surface. So you're only treating what you're scratching at that time. So it is a little bit of a process, but like I say, if you want to get rid of it, you don't want it to come back, you definitely have to go this way. Now, you can see I've already kind of worn this tablet down, so you can just keep kind of rotating it. You can keep rotating it until it's pretty much not usable, and then you can just go ahead and put it in one of your floaters. So you're never gonna, like ruin it. You can just keep turning it until there's nothing left to scratch. And anyway, as you can see, I'm trying to just get in these corners, because that's, especially where the sun shines, that's kind of where it really likes to grow. And then, of course, adding all this chlorine, because these tablets are super concentrated form of chlorine, and they so you are shocking your pool in that regard. So never hurts to shock that pool when you get a little bit of algae buildup, like what I've got going on here. And there's a nice patch there, and so you can see as I'm scratching it, I'm also kind of dusting that wall. No better way to kill that algae once and for all is to get some chlorine straight on top of it. And anyway, I've got my pool balanced pretty nice. The water actually looks pretty good. And again, this black algae is just a strong holdout for it. So just keep at it. This holder, I'll put the link to it in my, I got it on Amazon, so I'll just give you the link where you can pick that up at. But I like it better than the plastic one. And we'll see. It doesn't take long for you to see progress with this. That black algae fades in a hurry. And so, anyway, I'm going to keep at it. I'll come back here in a little bit.